Hello and welcome again to Jaded Law Channel. As always, this remains that law-based channel where your legal needs are met, where your questions are answered, and of course, your issues are adequately resolved. In this channel, I remain your host, Mrs. Omongo Ugbe. Today, I'll be talking about the business name registration. A number of times, people will call and they would say they want to register a company name. People really get confused about the different types of registration, and that's the reason why I want to take out time to explain each of them. So today I'll be talking about a business name registration. What is a business name as distinct from a company registration? Now, a business name is the name a person registers. The person is carrying on business, okay, and just chooses to have it registered. One major difference between this and a company is that the law views that business still as that person who registers it. Okay, and this is one major difference between a business name and a company registration. Let me take an example to drive this point clearer. Okay, so if I register my business, let me say as ACB services, all right, and it is a business name registration. What this means simply is that it is Mrs. Omongo Ogbe that is trading under the name and style of ACB services. Okay, so it is not different from me. If there are any issues or if any issues arise concerning any transaction that I make in that name, and I am sued, for instance, and judgment is obtained against me, my personal assets, my cooker at home, okay, my stove at home, my iron and all that, my car, can be used to satisfy the judgment sum. And this is one major difference between a business name and a company registration. But like I said in the first video, right, it is important to register your business. Whether it's a business name or a company, it still gives that look of credibility. All right, but a business name is a simpler type of registration and is usually used for very small businesses, trading, laundry services, you know, those, just you want to just give that corporate image, corporate outlook to the business you are transacting. And it is actually a lot cheaper to register than when you're registering a company. So it is a good way of starting off. You can decide to upgrade. When I say upgrade, you can decide later to have a registered company, but when you're starting off, a business name is actually a good start off, okay? Now, you have a sole proprietorship under business name registration. That is when one person just decides to register a business name. So it is just that person that owns the business. Sometimes two or more people can decide to register a business name. That is a partnership. And in partnerships, I usually advise that the partners should, in addition to the registration, have a deed of partnership. What does this mean and why is it important? Now, with the deed of partnership, the partners would spell out what happens in the business. How are profits and losses going to be shared? Who brings in business and how would the profit be shared? Is it that if A brings in all the business, A and B being partners will share equally? You know, all these issues and all these concerns will be stated in the deed of partnership, and it is so vital that it is done. I'll tell you why. You see, a lot of times people really get very upset about partnerships. And they say, oh, I started a partnership, it didn't work. The reason usually partnerships fail is because they don't have drawn agreements, deed of partnership that govern the relationship between the partners. I once had a partner and we decided we're going to start off our law firm, and I discovered every business was coming in from my end, all right? And all I was doing was just sharing profit with my partner. After a while, I really got frustrated and I said, look here, not anymore, I'm not going to have this business with you, I'm going to start off on my own. All right, the reason I had that kind of challenge was because we didn't have a deed of partnership, something to regulate our relationship, that if I bring in business, then I'm going to have maybe 70% of the profit and you have 30, or I'm going to have 80, you have 20, so that actually gingers the partners to ensuring that they bring in business. Okay, so that is it about business name registration. Next week I will be talking about a company registration. I really appreciate your presence. I really appreciate the fact that you're always glued to this channel, but that is not good enough. Have you gotten your friends and members of your family, your business colleagues to subscribe? Please do so. I'll see you next week when we'll be talking about an entirely different topic, still on business transactions. God bless you, and I'll see you next week. Be good.